welcome. I'm so glad you could make it. It's been so long. Can I give you a hug? Okay. It's so great that you could come today. So, I have a couple plants to show you. I know this is your first plant, so I wanted to show you some that are like easy to take care of and will still be beautiful in your home. So, I also brought one that is just kind of my favorite one that I wanted to show you because you know I love plants. So, are you ready to get started? Okay, great. Okay, this one is called a snake plant. It was the first plant I ever got when I moved out. It's a gift from my mom, and it is by far one of the easiest plants to take care of. It's drought tolerant, so if you need to leave for vacation, it's not going to be upset with you. And if you water it a little bit too much, it's okay with that too. I've definitely done both overwatering and underwatering, and it has forgiven me. So this is definitely a very easy plant to take care of. I highly recommend it for beginners and just anybody because they're so pretty, and you can actually get a variety of different colors and shapes. There's ones that are just a darker green and they go like straight up, and they'll go a lot taller. Like each of the leaves is a lot longer. This one is a little bit more splayed out, a little more funky, and it has dark green and light green and yellow. Could probably use some water today, actually. So this is option number one. Option number two is this plant right here. This one is called Pothos. This one also comes in a variety. There are ones that are a bit more variegated, which means there's like some lighter color on the dark green. So you can see even some of these leaves have that variegation, the lighter color, but some of them are totally green. It just kind of depends on the plant, and it depends a little bit about how much light they're getting and water and everything. I find that when it's really happy, it's a bit more variegated. But it does depend on the plant, on the variety that you get. Some of them are a very light green and white, which is really pretty too. I love this plant and really recommend it to anybody because it's very easy to grow. It's very easy to create new plants from a single plant. Like all of these came from another plant that I have in my home. I have so many of these around, and you just take a cutting from the end here, and then you can put it in water for a couple days or a couple weeks, and then it'll grow roots, and then you can just plant that back into a new pot, and you have a whole other plant. Or, like I did with this one, I plant them back into the same pot, so then there's many vines coming out of one pot. So I really love that look. It's a nice plant if you have like a high bookshelf, or you know, like a TV stand or entertainment unit that's kind of higher up and you can let it drape down. Even maybe not the top of the fridge because it can get hot, but you know, when you have like above the cupboards in the kitchen, like it would be so pretty up there too. Yeah, so this one is another just like must-have plant for I think anybody. It doesn't require too much light. It's happy in full sun. It's also happy in like partial sun. I've had lots of luck growing it kind of in any part of my home. It's the one plant where if there's a room that won't be that's not great growing conditions for another plant, I just put a pothos in there and it livens the place up, and you know, it's just very low maintenance. So I highly recommend this one as well. Those are kind of the two options that I have for you today. I can give you cuttings, I can give you rooted cuttings, or I can plant them for you. And yeah, you can have one or both. I think you should get both, but you can let me know. So I have one more plant here. I know you can see it. And this one is one of my favorites, one of my absolute favorites. It's called a Croton, kind of like crouton, but with O's. And it's kind of funny. It's my favorite because it's actually supposed to be yellow and red, which is so gorgeous. You can see some of that color here on this leaf and some of the other ones that are underneath. They get a little bit of that color, but not a whole lot. But you have to see some of the crotons like at the stores, or if you ever go to a greenhouse. They're just absolutely magnificent. They're so brightly colored, and you know, it's odd to see like yellow leaves on a plant like this, so I think it's really fun. I know the Latin name for this plant because one of the botany courses I took. So it's called Codium variegatum, and I gave it the nickname Cody, spelled Codi. Codi. Yeah, so this is my little Cody plant. Definitely a favorite plant. It's hard to pick favorites really, but this one has a special place in my heart. Okay, so have you thought about which plant you want to get? Okay, you want both. Great. Do you want the rooted cuttings just like in water, or do you want me to plant them for you? Yeah, I can totally plant them for you. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, I totally understand, you know, like there's lots of different kind of stages you can go through with plant care and like owning a plant, so don't worry about it. You don't have to learn how to pot anything today. I can do that for you, and then all you have to worry about is watering it, putting it in a cute spot. Yeah, okay. Let me just get that set up for you. I want to show you the cuttings before I plant them. So this is what I do. I just cut off leaves from my pothos and then put them in a jar of water. And you can see a little bit of snake plant here too. And I think it looks so pretty just like this too. Like I put this out on the like on a table somewhere, you know, it's not hidden away in the garage or anything. It's just so gorgeous, so full of leaves. Full of leaves and full of life. Okay. Thank you so much for waiting. I've finished potting up your plants, so here's your snake plant. It's so cute, it's just a little baby. Yeah, I rooted this from a leaf that actually was kind of falling off of the plant, but it was still alive. So I just popped it in that water and it grew new babies. So here you go. Okay, and here is your pothos plant. I love this little pot. I think it's so cute. I think it's gonna go great in your home. You can do this side where it's just all white and it's really simple and minimalist, or you can do this side if you want a little bit of you know, design, but it's still not too out there. It'll fit in perfectly with your decor. Okay, here you go. Okay, and one more thing before you leave. Yes, I cannot let you leave without a squishy or two, so I picked some out for you. Since you're getting plants, I wanted to give you some green squishies, so here's the first one. I think it's so silly and cute. This little cactus man. He's got a little hat on. Okay, here you go. And there's one more. I got you an avocado! Yeah, so this one is such a good squish. Oh, I know you're gonna love it. And it's like, the pit kind of comes out, it's like a real avocado. And the back is so cool, it's like, I don't know how they got this texture on it. It actually looks like kind of an avocado peel. Kind of the prettiest version of an avocado peel. Yeah. So here you go, you can have this one too. Okay, well thank you so much for coming. I'm so happy we could make this work. And, you know, send me updates of your plants. I hope they do so well. And if you have any questions at all, just, you know, call me, text me, whatever. I am here for you and your plants, and I just hope you love them and that they brighten up your home. Okay, see you next time. Bye.